If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. You talking about swift justice? I'm talking about swift. That right there, what has been? It ain't even been a whole week. It ain't even been a whole week, and they got this man charged with the worst charge in the United States, and that's murder. Now, a lot of y'all are probably saying like, hey, you know, they ain't even got this man arrested. You know what I'm saying? This man is on the run, and how could they charge him with murder? They ain't even got him arrested. That's how you know, right? Let me explain something to y'all. First, listen, you don't have to be arrested to get charged with murder, so let's get that understood, right? But being that they charged him with murder without even arresting him, that lets you know that the evidence that they got against this brother right here is solid. Listen, y'all, this is not jaywalking. This is not, you know, the petty crimes. This is murder we talking about here. The prosecuting attorney don't just, hey, look, they just can't throw murder charges out there like that. They just can't do that because the charge is too serious. When you charging somebody with murder, you actually charging them with taking their life. And what I mean by that is, when you charge somebody with murder, the prosecuting attorney has the potential to kill, to give that person the death penalty. And we got to understand something. A lot of times people just believe that the death penalty means a lethal injection, what they call that, you know, sitting in the electric chair and all that old type of stuff. No, The death penalty is also when they give you life in the penitentiary because you ain't gonna leave there until you die. That's the death penalty too. Now, let me tell y'all something, right? When it comes to murder, murder is not the easiest case to prove. They need evidence. As a matter of fact, murder is probably like the hardest case to prove. Now, the fact that they got him charged with murder without even arresting him, that lets me know that whatever they have against him is convincing. It's not no circumstantial evidence. No, this what they got against him is pointing directly at him saying, hey, look, no, you did this. And that other boy you was with, he did it too. Let me tell y'all what I believe. Let me give y'all a portion of my understanding. This whole ordeal was just too messy from the get up. And what I mean by that is that, again, that technology. If you out here and you running around in these streets and you not respecting the technology, lights, camera, action, you gonna lose every time. Here it is, we got the mother coming out. The mother said that they was texting her son. We gonna kill you. We gonna make your mama cry just like Omar Richardson mama was crying. That right there is an electronic footprint. And what I mean by that, by them sending them text messages and by his phone receiving those text messages, all the homicide detectives had to do was just trace that. Okay, who sent him the message? When they got his phone, who sent him this message? Oh, it came from that number? Okay then, and when it came from that number, where was it pinging off of? What tower was it pinging off of? Oh, over here, right here. Okay, now let's narrow it down. What house that it was coming out of? What IP address that it was coming out of? Y'all understand what I'm saying? When I say IP address, I'm talking about Wi-Fi. Yeah. What Wi-Fi address was it using when it was sending all these threats, talking about they gonna kill some, talking about they gonna make somebody mama cry? Oh, the IP address. That's right here. We got an exact address. When they threatened this time, we got an exact address when they threatened them that time. We hood educated, not lane related. Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, when them homicide detectives got BTB Savage phone, that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. And that took them to this house, to that Wi-Fi, to this Wi-Fi. And now all they got to do is just narrow it down. But for them to say directly that it was that brother, this brother right here, check it out. Montrel, right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Montrel. However, y'all seen him, right? But that brother right there, for them to be saying that it's directly him, they need more than the technology. Y'all feel what I'm saying? We dealing with a murder here. The technology, that's just one piece of it. But we need something or someone to say it was him. And what could that be? Video footage, DNA, or an eyewitness. Now, the mother coming out saying things like this. Check it out. So as y'all can see, she ain't holding back no punches. The mother letting it be known that when they get in that interrogation room, they start singing like the choir. So what is that insinuating? That allows us to assume that she's saying that somebody doing some snitching. Somebody doing some telling. Somebody that they done sat in that interrogation room, told the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yeah, they put their hand up. Hey, look, this is what happened, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. But we gotta understand something. Just because somebody get in that interrogation room and get to talking, they still need something else to connect. They can't just go off somebody talking, because if that's the case, anybody can walk in the police station right now and just say something, hey man, this person right here killed somebody and all that. Yeah, they gonna listen, but they need something tangible. They need something else that corroborates your story. They need something that's going to bring your story value. Then they can say, oh, well, he said that this man killed him. And not only that, we got the camera footage. We got the DNA. We got the car. We got this, that, and the other to connect him to the scene of the crime. So there it is. For them to charge this man and this other brother with murder, we got to understand that they got that technology. And not only that, they got some type of tangible evidence proving that that brother did it. Whether it's coming from somebody that's telling, because from the mother, she got to know more than everybody. BTB Savage mother, she know more than everybody. She know if somebody telling or not. She got to know, because they reporting back to her about the investigation. She seems stand up. So I can see her applying pressure to them. Hey, what's going on with this investigation? What happened? What's going on? And they, how you doing, Mrs. So-and-so? But we got this guy, we're interrogating him right now. And it appears that this who did it. And it appears this, that, and the other. And she putting it out there. So somebody doing some telling. And they got something else that's connecting this brother right here to BTB Savage Murder. So now we got to ask this right here, y'all. Where's the car? The black Subaru. Who black Subaru was it? A lot of the times, right, when murder happens, it be like, we'll get a report from the news. It was a stolen vehicle. Police retrieved a stolen vehicle 300 miles away from the crime scene. there was reports of a vehicle being on fire. Turns out that was the stolen black Subaru that committed the drive-by shooting that killed BTB Savage. Usually we hear these type of things when, murder happened. But in this case, we don't hear nothing. Where's the car? What happened to the car? Listen, that car right there was played all on the news for the world to see. Anybody in their right mind would understand that, hold on, man, wait, they got the car, they got video footage of the car. Man, we finna burn this, man, we finna burn it. We got to. Our DNA all in here. Our fingerprints all in here. Somebody seen us getting outside, getting outside the car, shooting up the white Mercedes-Benz and jumping back inside this black Subaru. We got to get rid of it. We don't hear nothing. Now, being that we don't hear nothing, that doesn't mean that they didn't retrieve the car or anything like that, because they possibly did. But usually, we hear something, about them retrieving the car. Y'all gotta excuse my daughter. She downstairs just enjoying her little old life. She back there yelling and skelling and telling and yelling. She doing whatever she doing back there. So y'all give her a break. Y'all excuse her. Now, let's get back into this demonstration. What about DNA? Right? What about the DNA? If they got the vehicle, we got to understand that there's DNA all inside there. A lot of people be thinking just because they put their masks on, their gloves on, and all this old type of stuff. Man, listen, the technology done got so cold, man, that they using tape and putting tape down and coming up with your skin follicles, and then taking your skin follicles, taking your hair and stuff like that, taking sweat and moist from your body, and connecting you to scenes of crime. It done got so cold-blooded, man, it don't even pay to even be a criminal no more. Because at some point in time, you gonna get caught. Now, like his mother was saying, just from what she's saying, I believe we got somebody that's telling, that directly placed him at the scene of the crime and told the police, hey, it was him. If they ain't got nobody telling, they got video footage of him getting outside that car without his mask on, or getting in that car without his mask on. And possibly they followed that car all the way like they did in FBG Duck murder. Y'all remember? In FBG Duck murder, what they do? Some of them boys jumped out and killed FBG Duck. Rest in peace to that brother. They followed the O Block 5 all the way back to O Block, using camera footage from the highway, using camera footage from the project buildings, using camera footage from the lights that they had to stop at. You can't just kill somebody in these high-priced areas like that. I'm just keeping it real. When you kill somebody in the ghetto and stuff like that, but you killing somebody downtown? Nah, And from my understanding, they saying that where they killed BTB Savage at, it's $1 million homes around that area. Rich people. Ain't no poor people over there. They don't know nothing about no violent murders and stuff like that. People over in that area die from natural causes, from getting old and stuff like that. They don't die from no violence. So that whole little community is shook. And being that whole community is about money, you better believe the police and the FBI and all them, they got a little bit more fire up under their ass to prove, and not just to prove, but to find somebody and convict somebody of the murder. Why? Because they want to let the residents in those rich neighborhoods know that, hey, we're taking care of business. We ain't letting nobody coming over here doing that. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. Y'all safe. Y'all can go to sleep. Keep paying y'all taxes. This right here is the whole ordeal is unfortunate. This is the life that we live in. We can blame and say that, it's Vlad's fault You know what I mean? And let me say this right here. I just got to keep it 100. I believe this right here. We can't blame Vlad. We can't blame him. Why? Because BTB Savage is a grown man. He can do what he want to do. He can say what he want to say. But we can say that Vlad instigated it. Vlad probably fast forwarded BTB Savage's murder because it was months before, or at least a couple of months before you even heard anything after after him and his woman had killed Omar Richardson. But after that interview, that turned it back up. Y'all gotta be 100. Come on now, we ain't gonna sit up here and lie like that. Even though we can't blame him and say that it was him, but at the same time, that interview and his questioning and BTB Savage's response instigated it. Like I said before, a lot of y'all can't imagine somebody just standing in the blood of y'all family member talking crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't imagine that without trying to get some type of get back or something like that. So again, we can't blame Vlad all the way like that, but we can say that what happened in that interview is fast forward BTB Savage's murder. It instigated everything and it made it even worse. The sad part about the whole ordeal is this right here. We got BTB Savage resting in peace. We got Omar Richardson resting in peace. And now there's two more other brothers that's finna end up, or possibly could end up doing the rest of their life in the penitentiary. I mean, we all innocent until proven guilty. But at the same time, if they get found guilty, it's just like they being killed too. That's why I say this right here, man. At sometimes, man, certain things, we just gotta look past it. And what I mean by that is this right here. Regardless of what Omar did and tried to rob him or whatever happened in that apartment building, when certain people are just doing certain stuff, sometimes, man, like BTB Savage doing all that, you know, aggravating everything by standing in the man's blood and stuff like that, a lot of times, certain shit we just gotta look past. Even though it might be hurting us right here. Sometimes we just gotta think about the bigger picture. We got to think about our kids. We got to think about our loved ones. We got to think about the people that's going to miss us if we go out here and we do something that's crazy. We all got choices, man, and we all make decisions. Your decision or your choice depends on your future. If you feel like, okay, I'm finna make this decision and I don't care about my future, I don't care about my kids' future, and I'm finna go kill somebody else, then you can't be mad at nobody but yourself because you making these decisions. But at the same time, what I'm trying to tell brothers is this right here. We got to change our minds so that we can change our future. We ain't got to deal with everything with violence. We don't, man. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you just got to be able to let go. Why? Because living is better than dying. This hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. Before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to a couple of blessings that I received this week. Allow me to give a shout out to Atu Haman for the $15 cash app. Allow me to give a shout out to Lebo205 for the $2.05 cash app. Allow me to give a shout out to Sonia Davis for the $10 cash app. And allow me to give a shout out to Lisa Tessio for the $50 PayPal. I really appreciate all the donations. If you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. If I said anything that caused you to think, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Give me a like. Thank you for the donations. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love. And y'all take care of yourself out there.